What's going on, world? It's Mr. Dreams to Reality, Coach Ford here, and I'm excited to be with you today. Today's episode is going to be about the power of serving others. And of course, as you know, I'm the only person on this show. I am your host, Coach Justin Ford of the Coach Ford Speaks podcast. I look forward to today's episode, which is the power of serving others and the importance of serving others, right? And you may be thinking, what does serving others has to do with sports? What does serving others has to do with basketball? And the literal answer is quite simple. The literal answer is quite simple. Has everything to do with basketball and serving others and the lesson of service to others. Hold on, guys. And the lesson of service to others, serving others, the importance of serving others, and understanding uh, what it is that I do as a basketball coach. And so for community content and doing one of these and doing the podcast, that this was a big focus for me. This was a big area that I wanted to use as a platform for my voice to improve my ability to speak, improve my ability to be intentional about the conversations that I was having. And coaching basketball gives me the opportunity to do that. And one of the things that I'm learning is learning to slow down my speech, learning to control how I'm presenting the information, how I'm presenting my thoughts. I have to come ready with the podcast, come ready to have a conversation, come ready to have a discussion. And, for me, understanding where I'm at in my space and where I'm at and the direction I'm going, and then helping players. So I will continue to say the power of mentorship and the importance of uh, mentoring the youth. And so my vision is to empower the generations of athletes through the power of mentorship and push them to excellence on and off the court. And I don't always get that right. I'll be honest with you. My players will tell you that I don't always get it right. And it's just one of those things when you're learning to grow and develop as an individual and as a person, as a coach, understanding that you're not always going to be right. You're not always going to have things figured out. But the more you work on the craft, the more you work on serving other people, the more you work on it becomes really important. So my job is to coach. It's not to be served, right? That's not my players' jobs to serve me. My job as my team's coach is to take care of them, right? To look out for them and ensure that they're okay, and make sure that their well-being is taken care of. And then I teach them like I don't know where this freshman have to do this, freshman do that, and I've taken that concept away. I said, hey man, everybody pours into the program. Everybody helps do stuff. Everybody is going to be involved in what we're doing. Are they going to be involved in every little decision making? I know, but I solicit the players' input, asking them questions, uh, getting to know them better, to help them make more informed decisions, to help them learn and understand, okay, what is it that I have going on? What is it that I'm really trying to get the point across? And for me, uh, that is my service to others, is through the game of basketball and doing it at a high level and helping players really excel and grow beyond just what you see on the court. And so one of the things that I've been teaching players is being intentional and teaching them how to be intentional. And for me, I do this every day. So it's just part of coaching. But you don't realize how significant this is in your life to have an intention and set your attention on the things that you're focusing on. So for me, I have a couple of decisions that I have to make, and being really intentional about where it is that I'm going, what it is that I'm doing, and then all those things that come with it. And so it can be overwhelming at times. Being a coach can be overwhelming. It can be difficult managing tons of personalities, managing uh, 30, 40, 50 kids, helping them navigate their life, checking in on them, uh, and it's deeper than just showing up and rolling the basketballs out and hoping that they figure it out. And there's got to be a blueprint. There's got to be a focus to what it is that we're trying to accomplish. And so, whenever you're talking about serving others, we find a way to get out and do community projects. We get out, for example, last summer, my team, we were at the gym and we were asked, hey, will you go help this lady um, move some furniture around, or will you help do this? And I'm like, absolutely. We want to go out and do that. We want to be seen helping others. We want to be, we want to be seen helping others, not only when it's public, but in private too, finding ways to serve our community, finding ways to help uh, somebody else and then serving them to the highest extent possible. And so, it's a good fulfillment to help others. It's rewarding. It's a social thing. And, uh, just small acts make a big difference. I think sometimes we believe that if we're going to do something, that we're going to change the world by the big things, when really it's the small things compounded over time. And it's the same thing on a basketball court. When I'm talking to players, like, it's the little things that get you beat, right? It's the missed layups, and then you turn around and you miss the block out, and then you turn it over, and then those plays compound. Well, helping others and pouring positivity into the world makes a huge difference. And we're making a significant impact on other people, and we're improving them as individuals. And the more we can improve them as individuals, the better we become as a society as a whole. And understanding, okay, what are we going to accomplish? What are the things we can accomplish? What are the things that uh, will really make an impact on the world? And I think that's the biggest thing I could teach my players, is how to make an impact on the world. And it's not about what you can get out of the situation. It's about what you can give to others and pouring into them and being positive. And so, my job as the caretaker of my sports programs is to ensure that we're giving the best, to ensure that. And that doesn't mean me serving, doesn't mean me being hands on every aspect of the organization. Sometimes serving is simply getting out the way and then supporting the people that are hands on with the student or with the players, hands on with the day to day, hands on with the interactions. And sometimes I have to be hands on. Sometimes I have to sit in on meetings and have conversations. Other times, uh, you just sit back and you let other people manage and lead and all those things. And so, uh, today's episode is pretty chill. Uh, we only have, this is the last of the two that I committed to doing. And what I'm doing is this is a form of service, helping uh, future athletes and helping others figure it out. And so I'm gonna have to separate all my content into different platforms and different accounts and all that stuff. So it's going to be a task, but it's one of those things that had to happen. And so, uh, sorry, I was reading my notes. Okay, so how can you serve others? How can you start serving others? I was writing some notes out to myself, and just go find somebody to help. It could be anybody, your church or the community, or go pick up trash in the park. It doesn't have to be on social media, right? And then you're getting a picture taken of you. No, go to your local park, or go to your local shelter, go to a dog shelter, go to a pet shelter, um, go to the local senior home and ask them if they need any assistance. Serving can really be just that simple. It doesn't have to be something you get paid to or forced to do. And just going to go sit with people and have conversations. Granted, now don't just show up and do that, right? Because then you could be dealing with some law issues where you're trespassing and stuff like that. But reach out and ask, like, hey, what can I do to help out? Or I do simple stuff like picking up trash in the parking lot. Just being nice. How about that? Just being nice to other people, being a good person, and making sure somebody else is straight. And so your life can, I believe Inky Johnson said this, but I don't remember. He said, your life, uh, there's nothing wrong. Your life, I'll have to come back to it. I'm hammered. Anyway, he says something along the lines of making sure other people are straight. And I got to go back and look at that, make sure I'm really listening to what Inky Johnson said, and I don't want to paraphrase him or misquote the wrong person. Um, but yeah, make sure other people are straight, and your life will be straight. Your life will be okay. And I'm excited. I'm excited about the future. I'm excited about finding more ways to serve. Granted, right now I'm completely tapped in terms of my availability and scheduling, but there's small ways, just checking in on people. Yo, how's this going? How's this thing going? How do you feel about this? What's going on here? What do you need help with? Like with my mentee, he was messaging me the other day some concepts and some drawings. And so he's starting the process of becoming his own business owner. He's starting the process of think and putting together his own brand and his focus and the energy that he needs. And so I look forward to it. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see how he'll pull it together. I'm excited to see how he'll take his concepts and um, run with it. And so today was a short episode. I'm trying to figure out what is best for people in terms of time. Depending on the platform. SoundCloud allows you to listen to music or sound. Close, if you have YouTube Premium, you're allowed to listen to videos longer without having to be directly on the app. And then if you don't have YouTube Premium or SoundCloud Pro, then it's a little bit harder to listen to um, these types of videos for a long period of time. So I'm working on getting them shortened down and cut down. So, all right. The biggest takeaway from today's lesson is find a way to serve others. It doesn't have to be anything groundbreaking or earth shattering or anything like that. Just find a way to help somebody else today. And that's the easiest way to put it. Or help life in general without anybody having to acknowledge you for it. Just go pick up trash. Um, if you're on a sports team, help pick up the basketballs, help tidy the gym, help sweep the floor, help wash your window or something. And not everything you do has to be a dollar attached to it. Sometimes it's just the currency of being good is better than currency of being paid to pour positivity in the world. And so that's today's episode. This has been episode 7 of Coach Ford Speaks podcast. And we have one more episode next week, and that will conclude the final episodes of the first season of Coach Ford Speaks, which was just athlete development and the mentoring and aspects of that. So, all right, have a great day.